So let's more specifically talk about the Steam controller. I have a different view here I never get to use. This one's going to work really better because Steam controller. But now I'm really far away and I gotta go like this, like a weirdo. So this is the Steam controller. Get in the light. There you go. 2 trackpads. They work pretty well. Control stick. Feel like a control stick. The first thing I did was try and get it to work with Diablo 3. Because Diablo 3 on PC you can't use a controller. And I can't use a keyboard anymore because my wrist is all fucked up. This is great. It works good enough, which I know isn't like the strongest recommendation. It works better than good enough. You could always rig a 360 controller to work and to emulate a mouse movement or something, but this works a lot better than that. Because you have the trackpad, you can have that accuracy that you're not going to get with a thumbstick, like ever. And it does feel really well. It's got these triggers on the back that you can use to more or less alter like what some of these functions are. However, that kind of is the problem. When I was setting up Diablo 3, there were a lot of menus and a lot of things I had to kind of dig through. There's no official Steam controller thing for Diablo 3. I ended up with one that kind of worked. I played for maybe 30 minutes, and it works pretty well. And then I started playing XCOM 2, and XCOM 2 has its own setup already, so it has its own controls. It has different controls for different menus. That's really cool. Whatever. It works fine. XCOM 2 isn't necessarily a fast-moving game, so you're not going to have to worry about a lot of shit. It just works. Just works fine. The problem I have with, again, with these triggers, you can set it to change like what these things do, but it's not clear how it works. It's kind of complicated. It's plug and play and it works, like, fine. But the default, like, thing I didn't like that much, and then I changed it for Diablo, and you can only have one active set at a time, like active control set at a time, and it doesn't really, it's like, oh, this is coming soon, you can have another profile here, and I'm like, that's kind of messed up, but it's a little finicky. You're gonna have to mess with it if you want it to work with like League of Legends or something. You're gonna have to mess around. It's not like, okay, this is the mouse and this is okay, let's play. Like it's gonna take a little more work than that. I think I spent maybe 2 hours on Diablo 3 just messing around with the controls, and I'd load the game, be like, does this work? I don't know. I think this is okay. So it's a little finicky, but I did finally get it to work decently enough where I kind of clicked around like a moron, like someone who's never played a game before, but I was able to play Diablo 3 on PC with a controller, which is pretty cool to me. Super nerd weirdo. Other things about it, it makes beep noises. You can set the beeping noises for turning it on and turning it off. There's like Portal themed ones. So it has this is a triumph when it shuts down. When it shuts off, it does the yeah. So that's cool and all. One problem with it is when I took it out of the box, I didn't initially find the little dongle that you plug into your PC. So I took it out and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I put the batteries in, and then I started looking around. I'm like, well, how does this work? Because it can't just work. So then I opened the box back up and found the dongle like shoved in the back in this weird point that just looked like it was a black piece of cardboard. Well, that was very strange. I took that out of there, and then I looked at it more closely and realized there was a cable in there. Like, you can lose this shit. Why is it hidden away? It's a cable hidden, like, in the same way you would hide something under a floor tile. Like, you lift up the tile and there it is. That's how it's hidden. Why is there a cable hidden there? Like, I barely even knew there was a cable. And it's just hidden. Random. It was so weird. So very weird. That was one of the more confusing things about it. But other than that, it works really well, and I'm very, very glad I bought it. It's just kind of fun if you wanted to just sit back and surf the internet with a controller. this is pretty close. And way closer than using a 360 controller to do that, because I have done that. I am that crazy person. I'm not hiding anything under a floor tile. Don't you dare look under those tiles. They were dead already. And no, it's a good controller. It works fine. It's a little funny, like if you look at the shape of it, it's like it's looped up instead of like down. So like over my head, look at the controller, and it's not uncomfortable though, and it feels fine. It looks fine. The control stick feels kind of like the Xbox One. It's got the little ridges around the side. The buttons are a little inward too much, in my opinion, and they feel very much like the Wii or the Wii U buttons, which is confusing just to me because I'm insane. But other than that, it's built very well. It makes a lot of satisfying little clicks. It's got a lot of haptic feedback on both touchpads, on everything. It's got haptic feedback on the control stick, on the triggers, on like fucking. You can touch any button on this and it's like halfway rumbling, which you can turn off, but it's a bit obnoxious to make everything, and it kind of makes an audible like clicking noise, like this weird noise. But it works great. Worked great. Maybe a little expensive, but all controllers are expensive. And I kind of want to play Diablo 3 with a controller, which I don't want to buy the stupid. I have the game on PC. I have the expansion on PC. I'm not buying your stupid garbage console version when I already have it. Stupid garbage. Okay. So Will, if you have anything you want to talk about, any questions about anything, life, the Steam controller, mostly other questions, probably not that exciting, I'll answer them. I'll talk to you about anything. Not anything. Don't ask anything weird. But yeah, it's a good controller. Really happy with it. Really bummed I can't. Also, you can then play games on your couch, which is the best part. Because I have a gaming PC, but I've like never not had it be hooked up to my TV. Just love being able to sit back and relax and play whatever the hell I want.